Gertrude was a grumpy old goat, set in her ways, and not particularly fond of company. Her days in the barn revolved around chewing cud, basking in the sunbeams that slanted through the dusty windows, and occasionally butting anyone who came too close. Henrietta, on the other hand, was a cheerful and inquisitive hen. She flitted around the barnyard, pecking at anything that caught her eye, her constant clucking a lively counterpoint to Gertrude's quiet chewing. Initially, Gertrude and Henrietta kept their distance. Gertrude viewed Henrietta as a noisy nuisance, while Henrietta seemed unfazed by Gertrude's gruff demeanor, occasionally pecking curiously at her hooves. One cold winter evening, a fierce storm raged outside. The wind howled, and the rain lashed against the barn walls. Henrietta, separated from the other hens, found herself huddled in a corner, shivering and alone. Gertrude, usually oblivious to the other barn inhabitants, seemed to notice Henrietta's distress. Perhaps it was the small, huddled form, or the unusual silence of the usually chatty hen. Slowly, Gertrude lumbered over to Henrietta's corner. To Henrietta's surprise, Gertrude lay down beside her, her large, warm body providing a shield against the cold drafts. Henrietta instinctively snuggled into Gertrude's thick fur, finding unexpected comfort in the goat's warmth. Throughout the long night, Gertrude remained still, a silent guardian. As the storm subsided and the first rays of dawn filtered through the barn, Henrietta hopped onto Gertrude's back and let out a soft cluck. Gertrude didn't object. From that day on, an unlikely bond formed between the grumpy goat and the cheerful hen. Henrietta would often perch on Gertrude's back as she wandered the barnyard. Gertrude seemed to tolerate Henrietta's presence, even occasionally nuzzling her gently. It was a reminder that even the most different creatures can find solace and companionship in unexpected places.